All right, so for the next week or so, we're going to be talking about borrowing money. Now, you guys probably have borrowed some money from a friend in the past, and the transaction is pretty simple. Here's the guy, here's you, let's say, and you're in the tuck shop line, and you say, hey, can I borrow $5 so I can buy some stuff? This guy gives you $5. So he lends you $5, pretty simple, and then you, hopefully, in the next couple of days, maybe in a week, you pay him the $5 back. That's a really nice interaction between friends, borrowing. But the interactions we're going to look at are slightly different. Let's say it's not a person anymore. Let's make it a bank. Now, banks don't lend you $5 in the tuck shop line. Banks lend you money with the idea in their head that they will make money out of it. So if the bank, let's increase our numbers a little bit, lends you $5,000, the bank is not going to want $5,000 back. The bank is going to want more than that. The bank is going to want, let's make up a number. The bank is going to want $6,000 back. Now the bank is getting back the original $5,000 plus $1,000 extra. Now this should work for both parties. It's good for the bank because the bank lends $5,000 and gets $6,000. They make $1,000 profit. It's good for you because you get $5,000 when you need it. Maybe you need $5,000 to start a business. You get $5,000 when you need it, and then you can pay it. Now for the next little bit, we're going to be talking about simple interest, and the amount of profit that the bank makes is based upon two different things, really. Let's say three different things. First, it's based on how much money they lend you. We call that the principal. Okay, so if they lend you $5,000, they're going to want more than $5,000 back. If they lend you $10,000, they're going to want more than $10,000 back. Principal, that's the amount that they... Now the second thing that they're going to base their decision on how much they're going to... Interest rate. Now this interest rate is going to be a percentage, and it can change depending upon what you're doing. If you're borrowing money for a house, the interest rate might be quite small, 4%, 5%. If you're borrowing money for a car, the interest rate might be quite large, 12, 13, 14%. If you're borrowing money for a couch, the interest rate... Finally, the last thing that the bank might or will base its decision on is time. If you're borrowing money for a short amount of time, the bank won't charge you a lot of interest. If, however, you're asking for a longer loan, the bank will charge you more interest. So here we have our three factors. How much am I borrowing? What's the interest rate going to be? And how long am I borrowing that money for? That's the crux of this whole unit. Okay, so that's borrowing money in a nutshell, and all of the ways that decisions are made as to how much money you'll get back. In a future video, we're going to look at some